Good evening, everybody. Hope we are good. How are we? Stress-free watch along. That's the way forward. A stress-free watch along. Get your coffees in. I don't think it's going to be a dire game, though. I think it's going to be a good game, to be honest, people. I really, really do. So I hope everyone is feeling good. I imagine a few of you I checked in earlier today. I hope you're well. Make sure you check out the video about Gabby. Quick news. You already know the news already. And then we did, obviously, our daily vibe as well. So we've been quite busy today. We got the game tomorrow, the watch along tomorrow. So I'm sure there'll be quite a bit of content flying around. It's a bit strange that the games are on Amazon Prime this week. For some reason, I don't know why. Maybe it's just, one of those things they're trying to get in. I believe that some games are going to be on YouTube next season as well and things like that. So looking forward to this game, to be honest. Looking at the stats, obviously Everton started very, very well this season, but for some reason they've just fell off a cliff. They really, really just fell off a cliff. And, I think Benitez is only the second manager to ever manage Everton and Liverpool. If you've ever been up there, the rivalry, the tension is not good in the city. You're either a red or you're blue, and it is intense. It is intense up there. So how long is he going to get if Everton don't start pulling strings? In the last 5 years, by the way, Man United are the highest spenders, and Everton are the fifth highest net spenders in the Premier League over the last 5 years. So absolutely crazy considering the amount of money that they've spent. But what I think they've done, they've had 6 managers since Klopp has been at Liverpool, and prior to that they had Moyes for 6 years. So the previous 6 managers before Benitez, it looks like they've just spent all the money, and they're trying to get free transfers. He's brought Rondon in, who's not fit, and he wasn't even good at Newcastle. So some people are just lucky to keep getting moves. Then you got Demarai Gray and Andros Townsend, who started spectacular, and they've gone off the boil a little bit. But this Liverpool team, Jurgen Klopp was moaning about the physicality from Ancelotti. This Liverpool team, are serious. We'll get into the teams, and then I'll get into a couple of your comments, people. Let's obviously see what the teams are. Where are we? Chrome tab. Where are we? Everton first. So I hope you can see that. Let me just check that you can see that on one screen. There you go, people. You can see that. Should be fine. So you've got Pickford. I'll zoom in a little bit, actually. Let me zoom in for you. Let's zoom in. There we go. There you go. So you've got Pickford, Coleman, Keane, Godfrey, Digne, Allen, Decore, Gray, Townsend, Richarlison, and Rondon, Begovic, Kevin, Delph, Iwobi, Tosin, Gordon, Bamin, Brantwaite, and Dobbin. So I'm not sure whether Mason Holgate's injured. Maybe he's injured. Last time I spoke to him a couple of weeks ago, he wasn't injured. So interesting that he's not involved at all. So I imagine he is injured. And then we go on to the Liverpool squad. Let's go on to the Liverpool squad. Liverpool. We've zoomed in on that as well. So as you can see, you've got Alisson, Alexander, Trent, Alexander-Arnold. Matip is obviously going to play centre-back with Van Dijk. Robertson will be left. Fabinho will be in there with Henderson. Thiago, ball playing. So interesting that you've got Fabinho, who tends to sit a little bit. You've also then got Thiago, who is like the perfect sitting midfielder for me when you've got a lot of the ball. So depending on how and then you've got Henderson, and then you've got Mane, Salah, and Jota up front. So the three in the middle is all about experience, energy. Then you've got Thiago absolutely bossing it on the ball. Their subs: Kelleher, Konate, Milner, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Minamino, Simcas, Origi, Williams, Morton is their bench. So listen, I think Liverpool are just going to go ragged on this game. I think they're going to go crazy. They really, really want to win this. So we'll see. I think we're in for a good game, people. Who's in the chat? What's happening, people? Usual faces. Craig, as always. I think Craig and Tone, I think they just watch YouTube. Even when they're at work. Top men. Top men. Let's have a look then. Who's in the chat? Salman's saying he's back in a little bit. He's just having a little siesta. Yeah, it's all right for some. Eros is saying, Fran, would you start Pepe? Let me have a think. Man United. I'd have started him against I would have started him against Newcastle to get him some minutes, to get him some confidence. I don't think I would start him against Man United. He's going to have to do a lot of tracking back. And as you know, Pepe does not like tracking back. So I wouldn't play him at Man United. No, I wouldn't. I really, really wouldn't, to be honest. Just sort this lighting out. Get a little bit lighter. There we are. Here we are. I wouldn't play him, to be honest, because he's going to have to do a lot of tracking back. So, no, I wouldn't. Good evening, Fran. Liverpool to win 3-1. Brandon's in the building saying Arsenal should get Said Kolasinac to protect Gabby. Yeah, he probably do a good job. What's happened at Chelsea? All right, let's have a look. Someone did say that a fan has taken ill in the crowd. So Southampton are winning 2-1 at the moment against Leicester. West Ham are beating Brighton at the moment. So the goal scorers for Southampton are Bednarek, obviously from Chelsea, and Che Adams, non-league, same non-league club as me. And then Johnny Evans has scored for Leicester. West Ham have taken the lead there because they're ahead of these games. Still 0-0 Watford and Chelsea, but Leicester, Souček. West Ham against Brighton, and Burnley Wolves is 0-0. So yeah, I believe that someone has taken unwell in the crowd at the Watford Chelsea game. Tony's put Everton have big problems in scoring goals since Calvin Lewin got injured. Could be a long night. Yeah, I just looked at if you looked at the Thierry Henry, by the way, is on Prime, and they were talking about when a winger gets a ball, how a centre forward goes in the wrong runs, and Rondon's coming wrong, and he's not fit enough to turn and get back. He just needs to run in straight lines in the middle of the box, whip the ball across the second 6-yard box, and you're going to get tap-ins. But I can't see anything else but a Liverpool win here. I think Everton have been dreadful the last few weeks, so I can't see anything else, people. I cannot see anything else. Eros has put big up Fran. I think Liverpool will win 3-1. Marnie will get the first goal. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Afternoon, friend, having a few banking issues. We'll get back a membership soon. Changing banks afternoon, guys. Take your time. Listen, there is no rush whatsoever. Take your time. We know what banks are like. The sooner we get rid of banks, the better. That's why you know I'm into crypto. The banks don't like crypto. We know that. And that's why they're trying to regulate it and give it a bad name all the time. But we all know crypto is the answer, is the future. They just don't like it. So we know what banks are like. We know what banks. They mess around, so you stick with them. That's what they do. Oh, the best player in the world is in action, not Iwobi. Jesus, Liverpool's lineup always makes me pull a stank face. Listen, that midfield, that's a solid midfield. What a solid midfield. Henderson, Fabinho, and Thiago. What a baller. So Everton, Pickford, and then you've got the Coleman, Godfrey, Keane, Digne, Decore, Allen sit in. You're going to have Townsend. Who's in the middle? I can't remember. Richarlison, Rondon. And then I can't remember who's just behind that. I think it's Gray. Looks like they put Gray in the middle to play like a 10 role. So I'm not sure about that. What happened to Firmino? I only follow us. I don't know what other teams do really. I don't know if he's injured, Firmino. Because he's not. He must be injured. He's not on the bench, yeah. He's not on the bench, so he must be injured. Jordan's put, it's a pity this in the City game is on because we're trying to see what Bailey does against City and support Laugh Out Loud. A lot of excitement here for him. Back in yard, yeah, listen, we know Bailey's like a legend for yard. Listen, I think he's a top player. He's a confidence player. He's got great strength. He's got great speed, but he's definitely a confidence player. So we'll see how he does in the Premier League. Just hope he can settle. Listen, they should settle here, you know, at times. He can easily get into side. Even Birmingham, you know, Birmingham is a very mixed city. A lot of Caribbean, lot of Yardie connections, etc. in Birmingham. So he should be all right. He should be all right. I'll be support. Hey, Fran, hope you're checking up on the horses. Yeah, my wife checks up on the horses each day. She feels sorry for them. She's even gone on Google and started Googling stuff. Are they okay and what temperature can they be out in and all things like this? Yeah, but they're good, I hope. I'm tired of fighting with banks, Fran. Listen, banks, can't say too much on YouTube, but all they keep doing is printing money, ruining the world. Did you know, and I'm going to get quite, you know what, because you know I'm into like banks and things like that, or not banks, but crypto and things like that, and trying to move away from the world. So because of COVID, basically, what was supposed to be doing in 5-10 years is now. So people want to work from home. People want to earn the money from home. People have decided that they want to earn less and stay at home because they don't need all these fancy things, etc., and things like that. A lot of people I've spoken to, you've now got the metaverse, which kind of goes. I'm not sure about this metaverse, but it's what's going to be the in Hebrew it means death, so it's not very good. But that's the way the world's going to go, and it's been brought forward because of COVID, etc. Now the banking system, especially the dollars, check this: half of the world's total supply of dollars was printed within the last 24 months. Imagine that. So all the dollars in the world, half of it was printed in the last 24 months. So somehow, because they just want to control everything and control you in the banks, got to get away. I mean, like you say, self-sustainable would be great. I mean, I'm not going to go to the extreme of trying to get me on electric and that, but it would be nice to just, kind of semi be off the grid, etc. But like you say, you need a lot of money to do that. So we will see what happens in the future, but yeah, because they just want you to rely on them. They want to be in control. I mean, you can't even take money out of the bank or put it in without them asking left, right, and center. That's why they don't like crypto, because people can move money around with realistically without no one knowing. And as soon as you can pay for things with crypto, then it's a whole different ballgame. They just don't want that. You got the crypto.com card, but they just don't want that. She is a saint. She is a saint, I can tell you that. Friend, do you feel Salah is the best in the world right now? I think he's been harsh to finish where he's finished, because the way the season that he's had, if it goes on form, then then he should have been up there. But because when you play for small nations, you don't really get the big recognition. Remember Ryan Giggs, and there's a lot of players don't. If Egypt go on to Mane, we've just started. Mane could be in here. Oh, Coleman's going absolutely nuts at Pickford. He needs to calm down. He does. Right, people, we are underway. They're creating inflation to crash the system and get the Great Reset underway. Don't read this comment, by the way. I'll get in trouble. Hey, listen, I already know. You know what they're up to. You know what they're up to. You've got to try and stay away with that and make sure you don't try and rely on them. You know how it goes. We've got to be careful what we say on YouTube. Friend, do you see stuff about the Rothschild family and how banking got started? I know about the Rothschild. I also... the Rockefellers as well. What they did was fascinating, creating your own bank, which is mad. I believe the Rockefellers still do it. Alexander Arnold free header. Matip has got a free header on 1 minute to put it in the bottom corner. Great delivery from Trent Alexander-Arnold, but it's a free header. He's got to score that. But yeah, Rothschilds, Rothschilds created their own banking system all those years ago. I was reading something like the Rockefellers would be like, they would beat Jeff Bezos now like 10 times over with the amount of money that they had. Crazy. That was then as well. BX Guna, evening, afternoon, all big respect, Fran. Big up yourself. Southern Exposures put big up, Fran. Big love. Big up to yourself as well. I think this is going to be a good game, people. I really, really do. So let's sit back. I can't see Everton being able to deal with Liverpool. Jota. So Mane's already had a half chance. Matip has had a chance. Jota, Salah, dinks it. Henderson, Mane. It's going to come. Oh, Thiago. Would you love to play football with Thiago? If I could play with any player, I think I would love to have played with Thiago. Ooh. Should be 2-0 already. Should be 2-0 people already. Matip whipped in from Trent Alexander-Arnold, free header. All of a sudden now they're on the back foot. Jota's just nicked it. He's put it across. Salah's in the middle of the goal. He's gone with his left foot. He's a 2-3 yards out. Should he have gone with his right foot? I think it's just a little bit for his head, but maybe he should have gone with his right foot. It's instincts, isn't it? Because he's left-footed, it's instinct. So, Fran, what do you think about Messi Ballon d'Or? Better player should have won like Lewandowski or Salah. Imagine what it would do to the Muslim community. I mean, it'd be huge for them. But listen, I'm a Messi. Like, I think he's like football version of the Messiah. So I ain't gonna argue. But I think it's harsh on Lewandowski that he probably didn't win it. But the problem is people would always, Messi was winning it without that international trophy. Everyone was saying international trophy, international trophy. He needs to win an international trophy. So the minute that he wins one and still bags loads of goals and gets loads of assists, it's only one man that's going to get it. Lewandowski probably would have won it last year. But you know me, Messi's no one's near Messi. People say Maradona probably, but other than that, no one is near Messi. Nowhere near what he can do on a football pitch. I've never seen another footballer do what Messi can do on a football pitch consistently. Ronaldinho, but consistently. Messi is the greatest. He's an absolute genius of a football player, and to do what he does at the level that he does. Because by the way, if any of you have played any football at any level, even the Championship, League One and League Two is England. It's tough football. These are playing at elite level. It is, honestly, the football's a lot different now. It's softer. The argument with Maradona is he got smashed. The pitches were poor. The boots were heavy. The balls were heavy. It was a completely different game. So Maradona in today's game would probably just run everyone ragged. Honestly. Greedy people make me sick. Yeah, it's, you know what? There's nothing. Oh, wow. I just thought Thiago just did a half volley. Damari Gray's in behind. Trent Alexander-Arnold whips it up. It's free at the back stick. Oh, they've had a great opportunity. Andros Townsend has headed it the wrong way. And now Thiago's got the ball. It's a very, very good game. This is the kind of football I want to see. Trent Alexander-Arnold is already final third of the pitch. This is going to be a proper game, people. Oh, Salah into Henderson. Henderson in Thiago. Oh, he's got it wrong. But if he doesn't, he's in. Oh. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with wanting things. But when people just, keep going and keep thinking they need more than they need, that for me, and then they're spiteful with it. I just don't. At the end of the day, it normally ends in misery. They're normally unhappy or something like that. That's the case. Everton form is poor at the minute. Yeah, they're very poor at the minute. Fran, you like Thiago or Xavi or in it? Oh, God, that's tough. Some of that is tough. Let's have a look here. Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'll come back to that. Little bounce on the floor to indicate to the rest of the lads where he's going to put this ball. You know his delivery is like. Whip into the centre. Oh, headed it. Rondon. That's why he's in the team for. You know what? It's tough because the reason Thiago didn't have such... People didn't rave about Thiago before is because you had the likes of Iniesta and you had the likes of Xavi at Barcelona ahead of him. Iniesta for me was just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Honestly. Oh, ridiculous. What Iniesta. Wow. Ooh, it's like a pinball at the minute. Henderson's picked it up now into Jota. He's got 4 around him. Yeah, all of a sudden, Everton want to defend a little bit better because they're in a derby. Rondon, Matip. By the way, how good has Matip been when he comes in? They've got Matip, they've got Kyoto, they've got Gomez. Fabinho's proper underrated, by the way. Mane facing 2. He's got 2 against him. Cuts it back. Salah. Oh, what a save from Pickford. It's a great save from Pickford. Salah's had 2 chances now. He's had 2 chances now. He's going the other way. Pickford's going the other way, and he's just got his hand down. It's a very, very good save, people. Very good save. Prime Messi makes Champions League look like an adult against kids. You ever seen those vids where the kid gets the 100 kids to get to phase 3? Listen, Prime Messi. I don't even know what to say. I just noticed, Fran, you have an Asian look about you. Nice. Well, I think think my great granddad or my great granddad was like Red Indian, Jamaican Indian. So some kind of history with some kind of Red Indian or Indian in there somewhere. That's why my oldest daughter looks like mixed race Asian, and my wife is mixed race Asian as well, Jamaican Bengali. So and my daughter looks Asian. So I think we've got some Red Indian heritage, Jamaican Indian as well in our in my family. Great grandparents, I believe. So yeah, we've got a mix. Henderson, edge of the box. Oh, it's 1-0. 1-0. Great finish. 1-0 Henderson, 9 minutes. Honestly, this could be 5. I think could be 5. They are absolute rampant. They could be 4-0 up already. It could be 4-0 up already. There's no point in Benitez getting his little notepad out, mate. He's under serious pressure. Serious pressure already. Salah should have scored 2. Mane should have scored. And Henderson's, it's a good finish. What a great ball from Fabinho into Mane. Mane just goes to Robertson. Robertson cuts it back into that space, doesn't blast it. It's a magnificent finish from Jordan Henderson. He's got it outside of the post on his weak foot. He's wrapped his foot around it. Great finish. Magnificent finish. Look at that. No one's saving that. It's perfectly in the corner by about an inch. What a goal. Great finish. Weak foot as well. Great finish. The pale face Iniesta was unbelievable. Iniesta. I seen that Pedri won it and people were like, oh, he's got no assist, got no goal. I said, listen, you're not looking at his role. Pedri is the best midfielder, a young midfielder I've ever seen. The positions that he picks up the ball is just, and what he does with it is frightening. They got another one as well. Is it Gavi? Pedri is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I love Jude Bellingham. I think Jude Bellingham's going to be a superstar. Foden's going to be a superstar. But, you know, the Spanish kids, and like I said before, people, if I ever move to Spain, which I would like to, and I'm just going to get my son playing the Spanish way, because they train differently. They play differently. Unbelievable. Evening, Yanni. Hope you're well, mate. Hope all is well. Didn't know you were doing a speaking. Missed the one earlier. Chores to do, eye test and flu jab. Now, listen, Chris, your support is absolutely unbelievable and has been for, you know, from the get-go, really. So, you know, no problem whatsoever. Yeah, I did a little Gabby. Oh, free kick from Andros Townsend. Ooh, high line from Liverpool, but they've dealt with it well. Trent Alexander-Arnold, casual as you like. Little flip. Mane. Rondon's managed to nick it off him. Yeah, I did a little earlier video, quick one on the Gabby one, getting attacked and robbed. Oh, Rondon's got a little bit of space into Damari Gray. Damari gets very tight, very, very tight. Then I did a stream about the game tomorrow, and then I did this one as well. So we'll be on tomorrow as well. Again, obviously the big game tomorrow. But I've started to put the videos, what I'm going to be doing, up a little bit earlier. Trying to get a little bit more organised. So I've put 2 or 3 streams up earlier today of the ones what we're going to do. So no problem. Take the time. We understand life gets in the way of a lot of things. Eye test. Hope your eyes are all right, mate. What's Southern Exposure saying? Wait there, Southern Exposure. Have I missed one of your tweets, or are you talking in tweets? Your messages? I don't think so. Long throw from Everton into Rondon. Andros Townsend, who started the season so well, didn't he? Him and Damari Gray. Oh, great feet. Andros Townsend. Oof. Thought he was going to go down there. Keane out to Gray. Gray should have a run because Gray can hit him. Oh, he's gone for a strike. He's gone for a crazy strike. But sometimes they go in, people. Sometimes they go in. I can tell you that. He's got the techers. He has got the techers. Speak along. Watch along. Great players can use both feet. Yeah, of course. Listen, some players don't even have to use both feet. But if you can use both feet, then, people never know which way you're going. Most professionals, well, I would say that, but I've met many professionals when I was playing who could never even use their other foot, which I found crazy. I think if you're getting paid to play football, you should be able to at least use both feet. I'm not expecting your other foot to be just as good, but you should at least use both feet. I could never use my left, so I just used to practice in training sessions, in keep ball sessions, in shooting sessions. I could only use my left. I used to give myself a challenge, and now my left is at striking is just as good as my right, sometimes if not better. Trent Alexander-Arnold tries to zing it with his left, but Pickford's pulled it off. They're getting battered here, by the way, people. Absolutely battered. Sorry, mate, I just need to change this. Need to change this already. I mean, this could be, I could have to change the score quite a lot tonight. I could have to change the score quite a lot tonight. Every time we go and change it, we may have to change it again. Short corner, Thiago clips it in. Ooh, let's get rid of this one. Liverpool and the Gegen pressing. Hey, listen, the pressing is unbelievable. You got to be fit. He just said Jurgen Klopp said, we're going to be aggressive in our attack. Oh, they gave the ball away. Doucouré don't really know what to do. Not enough bodies in. Townsend and he's dived. I think he's dived. Townsend's dived and he's going to get booked. Then again, they're probably going to go to VAR and have a look at it. Probably going to have a look at it. He can't believe it. Let's have a look. Has he been touched? No, he's not touched him. Has he? Let's have a look. Different angle. I think if he doesn't step, then yeah, he touches him, but Klopp can't believe it. Klopp's disgusted. Diving though. He's diving. Get up. The Spanish made it work with our athletes. Imagine 10 years' time when they look like when Ilyas Mariba and friends have all developed. Oh, listen. Again, they're going to go for a golden generation, like where they dominated world football for 5 years? 8 years. They're going to go through that again. They're just going through a transition where they did in the last couple. They're going to go through that again, and they're going to be phenomenal, because what they're going to do is not only are they just very, very good at football, like you say, they're going to make them into more athletes now. And athletes that good on the ball, it's like Transformers. It's like Transformers in the football team, isn't it? It's like Optimus in goal, Megatron up top. You got no chance of beating them. Absolute no chance. Someone's put, I'm thinking about moving to Barca. The wife wants to move back home. It's not bad there. I like it. Plus my son can train there. I would love to live in Barcelona. Love. I've mentioned Barcelona to the wife and the south. 2 places. Very hard to move now that we're not in Brexit. Not hard, but if you want to work for yourself, I don't know the things, but I have to try and figure that one out. Barcelona's more expensive to live, I believe, than it is down the south, quieter. But Barcelona is the city, mate. Listen, I don't know your circumstances, but if you can get to Barcelona and the wife's from there already, I would be off. Where are you now, Salman? Because I think you're in the States now, aren't you? I'm sure you're in the States now, and most people want to leave the States. That's for sure. But Barcelona or the South, one of them. That's me. That is me. That's what I'm working towards. That's for sure. Unbelievable. Spain was just missing a goal scorer in the Euros. They were the best team, but could not finish. Yeah, true. Gray, corner, in the box. Alisson comes out. Thiago hooks it round the corner. This is the thing. Everton might get sucked in. And then bang, that's it. Liverpool just catch you on the break. 17 minutes in, Liverpool should be 3-0 up. Henderson on the ball again now, out to Salah. Salah's one-on-one with Digne. Salah cuts inside as always. Back out to Henderson. Henderson will go edge of the box. Pickford comes out and punches it too close. Rondon. out to Gray. Gray nearly skips past. Nearly skips past. Nearly skips past. Sorry, people just looking at something else. Keep the comments coming in. Keep the comments coming in. Sorry, people. Everton have perked up a little bit. I just think, oh, there you go. Anderson's getting a lot of room on the break. Oh, into Salah. Salah's one-on-one. Dinier's not going to catch him. Could be two. Gypsy it round. 2-0. Salah, absolutely. This guy can finish. This guy can finish. Wow, people. Wow. 2-0. This is going to be 5. This is going to be 5. You can't stop that. The problem is you cannot stop that. How do you stop this? How do you stop this? It's a magnificent finish. One touch, bam, round the corner. You're just not getting that. You're not stopping that. Devastating going forward. Devastating, people. 2-0 already, should be 4. Robin left-footed, yeah. Frank, have you heard Juve might be relegated again for dodgy transfers? I did see that some investigation. You know what Italian football's like. You know, Everton not great under an ex-Liverpool manager. He could be gone here. Fran, do you ever cash out of your crypto? Yeah, I have to. You know, I have to because it's the little source of income while we're pushing YouTube, etc. So, and you know, I've come away from. I still day trade, but I've gone back to getting my strategy back, and I'll be back in the charts proper with my account again. Hopefully January or February, because I was on a terrible run. But they always say any profits that you get, try and take your initial capital out, and then go from there. But there's loads happening in that, you know, whether it's Sandbox, whether it's Mana, all these kind of stuff, just get and hold and come out, because day trading is a little bit of a nightmare, to be honest. I've got to be honest, but I love it. I absolutely love it. It's an emotional ride. 4 or 5 years I've been in and out, and it's painstakingly. No one ever likes to lose money, but unfortunately, when it comes to things like that, anything like that, you have to kind of lose it to learn of the pain and feel the pain of not wanting to lose it again. And that's the only way you get better. So if I didn't ever cash out on my crypto, then I would be in, like you say, Barcelona or whatever now, because I'd be very, very wealthy. But yeah, I had to cash out. It crashed as well. I lost quite a bit as well. So yeah. So let's hope we don't have another crash. That's for sure. Or we'll, you know, as their crypto say, I could be working in McDonald's. I'm doing YouTube at night. It's always best to cash out your some profits, especially if you have a good run. I had a good run on one, cashed out, and that was it. And then I had a terrible run on 4 or 5, which kind of lost all the gains. So, but it's part of it. You keep learning. Like you say, if you've not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to Green Mind, and make sure you subscribe to the crypto channel, where I'll give you some little what I'm looking for as well. And also, I'm starting to take a really interest into the way the metaverse is at the moment. So check that out. Check that out, people. Really help it if you can pursue that. Great in-ball. Robertson. Oh, Matip, a little cheeky back heel. He goes for a back heel. He's gone like that. He's just gambled and gone for a back heel. Ollie B's in the building. He said, top class commentating. I appreciate it as always. I'm on the radio this Saturday as well at my hometown club. I'm at Nottingham Forest this weekend. What a finish. You know, it's golden. It's just lifted, eased around, left peg. Pickford's got zero chance of stopping that. When Salah's in that position, he ain't missing. He is not missing. Henderson's been magnificent, by the way, this game. He's picked up everything. With Thiago Silva in there and Fabinho just keeping it one touch, two touch. Here's Thiago now, straight into Mane. Townsend's got to get back. Oh, Mane. Henderson's been magnificent. Really, really good. Didn't miss anything, bro. Somebody said you look Asian, and I said I misspelled aging, but looking younger than me. So I'll pipe down. No problem. Hey, listen, you've got to look after yourself. What I do need to do, I do need to shave. I need to get this beard sorted out. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. Franny's ageist because of the oat milk. Yeah. The oat milk. No meat and oat milk. That might work. It's a bit scrappy there. Liverpool. Decore into Richarlison. Should see him on the back foot. He's gone into Gray. Puts it a little bit behind. Gray's got half a yard. Oh, skips inside to Van Dijk. But great defending by Trent Alexander-Arnold after that. The work rate. This is what I always say to people. People say to me, oh, you don't rate certain players. Everybody, please look at the way Man City and Liverpool work on the ball and off the ball. All the talent that they've got, have a look at the work rate on the ball and off the ball. It is unbelievable. The energy is unbelievable. It's so good to watch. It's so good to watch. It's that ruthless. Don't feel sorry for no one. Privileged and gratitude that they're doing the best job, in my opinion, in the world. And you can see the smile on the face. They're having the time of their lives playing football. It's Fabinho into Salah. Everton are nowhere near. And Mane, little triangles. They're just playing round now. They're just playing. Trent Alexander to Matip, back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk will go back into Fabinho. Fabinho looks for Jota. No, he skips. Mane. Mane's probably going to have a shot. And there's, another ball's come on the pitch. And Thiago blasts it out while we're still playing. Love that. Oh, Jota, edge of the box. Thiago, who's in great form, by the way. Thiago with his goals. Did anyone see his goal, by the way, the other day? His technique. And there he is running back. Oh, top draw. Did anyone see his technique the other week? Oh, ridiculous. She's put Fran, long time. No, C can't come on so much because of time, but liked all your videos. Appreciate that. I understand that. That's a little fee, people. That's a little free, people. Hey, listen, no problem, Navir. No problem. Fran, did you watch Clough, the Brian Clough story, 2009? What a manager this guy was. I was born 1991. I love the fact Nottingham Forest won the European Cup. Yeah, listen, the problem is, Brandon, is when you're from Nottingham, everyone that they just talk about, all they do is talk about that. So when I was a kid, when I first started watching football, so when did I first go to my Forest match? 1990. 1990, I went to my first Forest match and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then later on, we had like Stan Collymore, Van Hooijdonk, Brian Roy. Sometimes I still speak with Brian Roy. He's a coach at Ajax. Demarai Gray's just nutmeg Trent Alexander-Arnold, whipped inside. Oh, he's gone for the far netting, but Matip. And people just talk about them being, European champions 2 years on the spin, which I don't think's done. Has it been done since? I think maybe. And they just lived off that for years and years. And every time they got in the Premier, they just got battered and got relegated. But yeah, Brian Clough imagine being a manager like that now. Crazy. Cow's breast milk makes me feel sick. Yeah, I'm not really into anything that kind of. Watching Villa City game here. Just hate watching Liverpool games. Why do you like watching? It's so good football. But then again, City's unbelievable as well. I love the way City play football. Jonathan's put, FFTV, if we somehow get fourth at the end of the season, where do you stand with Mikel Arteta as manager for Arsenal? Listen, if we get fourth, you've got to rate him. You've got to rate him. You've got to rate him. Of course you have, if we get fourth. Being a magnificent achievement. A magnificent achievement. I don't think a lot of people are expecting it. I think the league will start to shape up. It's starting to shape up already. But I do believe Man United will get a different step. But we'll see where we are. We could beat them tomorrow. And the gap could widen. But it's so easily changed in football. Look at Everton. Everton started off the season flying. Now they're struggling. Football quickly changes because it's kind of an infectious thing in the changing room. It's an emotional game as well, a mindset game, and whether players are weak mentally and things like that. It's infectious. Alan with that's got to be a free kick. Thiago's won the ball, but he's just come from behind a little bit, and I think he's gave the free kick away. How much you need to pay tax for crypto cash outs in England? Well, first of all, you have to earn a certain amount, and then when you cash out, like your realized tax. So it just depends on what you earn. Basically, it's quite complex still when it comes to cashing out. So in England, a lot of it just depends on what you earn. So we have tax brackets. So you don't pay tax until it's realized. So what a lot of people do is they pay for things via crypto, and you don't have to declare that because it's not gone through the banking system. That's the way around it. That's why the banks don't want things to be bought by crypto. So if you can buy a house with crypto, yes, there'll be certain things that will go through certain things in that. However, with it not going through bank accounts, there's other ways to do your taxes. It's fairly new in England. A lot of people still are not paying taxes on their cryptos and things like that. But it's only your realized, which means once you take it out or sell it out of one of your wallets. But again, all depends on what you earn, on how much you're earning through your cryptos. Yeah, Salah, ice cold, mate. Ice cold. Richarlison. Fran, can you explain why most people are predicting we lose tomorrow, forgetting we are 6 undefeated against Man U and they are not City or Chelsea? To be fair, I think we would lose. I've always said we'll lose tomorrow. And the reason I lose tomorrow, just think that they are better individuals than what we have. And the Chelsea game is going to give them a little bit of a boost. The Ollie's out the way. They're at home. They're at Old Trafford. And they're better individuals than what we've got. So that's how I'm looking at it. That could not be the case. They could freeze. The crowd could get on their back. We could be buzzing because we're away from home. We could score a goal and then defend because they've not got loads going forward. However, with the likes of Ronaldo, with the likes of Rashford, Sancho, I think at times they may be a little bit strong for us attacking wise if they click. But we never know. But that's why, because I'm one of them as well, Jonathan. I think we will lose tomorrow. Narrowly, but I hope I'm wrong. I just think, I don't know. I just think they've got a little bit too much, even though they're poor at the moment. Ruben Diaz 1-0. Chelsea 1-0. I'm going to go with Jota. Oh, 1-1. No, 1-0. Mason Mount. Havertz's. And Ruben Diaz has just scored. Sterling with the assist. Liverpool 2, as we know. Oh, 1-1 it's saying here, Watford, Chelsea. Dennis just scored before half-time. Sissoko, it's 1-1 Chelsea. Chelsea have gone off the boil a little bit at the moment. Bless up, Buenos Aires. Hope you are well. We're having a little argument, Jota and a few things about a tackle. You're right, Fran. City and Liverpool, the work rate these players unbelievable. But that's because the coaches don't accept anything less. That's why. We are one Tavares pass away from losing. Tavares is either going to one pass to give it away or one pass to win it. That's what he's in at the moment. But he's had a good response from obviously getting outclassed against Liverpool. I don't think it'll be like Liverpool. Liverpool are rampant. Liverpool are in your face, etc. Yeah, Dennis is very good. I like Dennis. Dennis. Got some good players, Watford, individual players. Got some very good individual players. Into Mane. All my mates are United, Fran. I pray we win tomorrow. CR7 fee Ben White is another reason we could lose. Jota had him on all four. Where will CR7 put his missionary? Now the problem is with CR7 is we just got to stop the source. He's not at the age now where he's going to get the ball and start running past people left, right and centre. He's not going to do that. However, you give him half a yard and it's a goal. We've seen it. He only needs half a chance. He doesn't need 3 chances, 4 chances. He needs 1 chance a lot of the time, and it's a goal. So, got to be very, very careful. Not seen it, but Pukki scored a blinder for Norwich. Very good goal. Half volley going away from the goal. I think it was with his left foot. Very good finish. Boytan's put, don't see why we would lose to Man United. We have problems, sure, but United have bigger problems for sure. United have got big problems, but they just have a little bit more quality. So if they get it right, that little bit of quality tends to shine through. So we'll see. We'll see, we will see. Listening to your stream while me and the kids putting up the Christmas tree. Time to get in the festive spirit. We did the Christmas tree yesterday or the day before. I normally don't do it before December the 1st, but the wife really, really excited. Kids excited. Well, the little one buzzing. So got to get those festive seasons. I tell you what. My wife got my son a calendar. When I was a kid, these calendars were a little flap and a little chocolate. These kids got a tower with curly whirlies in it, mini twirls, and mini dairy milk, like mini dairy milks like this. In this calendar, it's like a tower. And then he's got another one, this massive giant Avengers book. You open it, and each day he's got a full-on Avengers book in it. What happened? I said, what happened to the little flap and the mini chocolate? Crazy. Hey? Don't know the ball, these kids. They had better individual for the last 6 games, but they only scored 1 goal against us. Carrick is a manager. It's just baffling how a side can play for so long, but they will beat us. I'm not saying. Listen. I just think, and I hope I'm wrong, but I'm just looking at it from a footballing point of view. I just think there's a chance that they've got something a little bit more than us, which they have. They've got individuals. If their individuals play up, and they may play that 3 in the middle. And which could be hard to break down. But I hope that they panic. I hope that the crowd get on the back. I hope that we're very, very resilient and we get a little decent goal on the break. Because if we go toe to toe with them, then I definitely think we'll lose. Because then Ronaldo, Rashford, Greenwood, Bruno Fernandes will utilise the spaces that we've left. However, if we're very, very disciplined, then we've got a chance. 100%, if we're very, very disciplined, we've got a chance. And then all of a sudden the crowd turn on them, and you could be 1, could be 2. You never know. You never will know what could be happening. But it'll be interesting to see how the game starts. Will Man United be a little bit shaky? Will they be a little bit nervous with what's happening? Or will they take it by the scruff of the neck and say, right, we're here to now get back where we need to get to? So it's very hard to predict Man United, Arsenal for me. Very hard. We're on a good run of form, but I think at times we're not the greatest against better teams because we're that second tier. And if we get top 4, I'd be very, very surprised. Very, very surprised. It'd be an unbelievable achievement. But I don't think we're top 4. I think we're fighting to be the best outside the top 4 at the moment. But on individuality. However, as a team, doesn't necessarily, because it's not always about individuals that get you where you need to get to. Sometimes it's just teams, Man, can't believe the calendar his kid got. Wait till you get him a PS4 and you're remembering telegame stage. Listen, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy, honestly. Crazy. Brandon's put, children nowadays have it all. We had it hard, Fran, laugh out loud. Hey, Chris is another 10 years older than me, so I think I'm 10 years older than you, Brandon. And listen, I'm not going to lie. It was always nice. It was always nice, my Christmases. I can't say it. Oh, he's in. Gray's in, 1-on-1. Trent Alexander-Arnold gets upset, 2-1. It's a very, very good finish, people. 2-1. That is a surprise. Let me have a look at it now in slow-mo. 2-1. That's a shock. They've been caught out a little bit, caught on the break. So they had the ball. Ball goes into Richarlison. Richarlison, yeah, he's allowed to turn. Great first touch. And you know what? I think Van Dijk's got to stop him from turning. And then Matip, he's ran in between Matip and Trent. I don't think Trent's out of position because the ball's up the field. Just caught on the break, on the counter. Interesting times, people. So now all of a sudden, Everton could. All of a sudden, Everton could. Let's have a look. Thiago's not even touched him. Thiago's just got booked for not even touching a player. You lot heard the Monty Python 4 Yorkshireman sketch. It's about having it hard as a kid. Hey, listen, Monty Python, wow. Chelsea drawing with Watford, 1-1. Man City winning 1-0. The price of some of these advent calendars nowadays is ridiculous. I don't know how much it was. I think she got some kind of bargain, but yeah, crazy. Maddison just put the game to 2-2. Yeah, that seems like a good game. Southampton and Leicester. Very good goal by Damari Gray on the break, by the way. Someone's going to get sent off here. Someone's going to get sent off here. It's all flying in. From when I was at school, if you stepped out of line, you got the cane. Yeah, listen, that's how old Craig is. He got the cane. I think it was banned when I started primary school. Remember my head mistress. A kid was messing around in primary school, and this head mistress pulled him to the front and smacked him in assembly. That was the last time I remember. So it must have got banned after that. Not long after that, it must have got banned from obviously getting hit in that at the school. Because I remember the headmaster in front of everyone just whacked this kid. And then they stopped it, didn't they? For cruelty to children. So they stopped it then in the UK. You weren't allowed to get the cane. But yeah, my grandma, my granddad, my mum told me about the cane. The cane in schools. Yeah, a Gray's bargain of the summer for me. Sugar cane. Bargain of the summer. Damari Gray. Been excellent. Absolutely excellent they have. Absolutely excellent they have. Crowd are flying now, people. Absolutely flying. All of a sudden, they've got an extra 10, 15 yards under the belt. Liverpool have gone a little bit quiet, but what the thing is, if they got a great first touch from Trent, he needs to do that a little bit earlier. I can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to wrap it in. He's trying to wrap it in. All of a sudden they got. Is it crazy how football changes? All you need is a little bit of belief, a goal, a mistake to get in the game, and then you just get in the game. And it's very hard to, when people say to me, what just happened? Why did that team just stop playing? Why did that team? And it just moves in momentums. It's crazy. All of a sudden now you'll see Everton with an extra 5 yards because they've scored. And then it makes it hard for Liverpool. If Liverpool don't sharpen up, then they'll struggle because Everton will be on the front foot and it's just momentum. It's crazy. Have a look at the goal. So Richarlison, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think. Does Matip have to go with? Matip has been drawn towards Rondon, which is, to be fair, would Damari Gray's probably normally not in the middle of the park, and I think that's what's bamboozled everyone. Damari Gray wouldn't normally be in that position, would he? Brandon's put, Fran, you remember the Christmas lucky packets? These kids need that. And oh yes, we got beatings in school, even in the early 2000s. Nowadays it's stopped now. It stopped in the UK, probably in the 80s, I think. Late 80s. Proper scrap fest, this Derby, BX, this proper game. What's your favourite holiday destination? SK is saying probably Dubai. I lived there for a couple of years. Dubai is probably my best, or my family's best holiday destination. Incredible place. My son keeps saying, I want to go back to my old place where we lived because it was a pool, and I'm like, son, not anytime soon. The pool and the beach, literally we had a pool, and he was like, oh. I was like, no, not anytime soon. So we'll see what happens in the old future, but might see Salmon in Barca, Gray's in the middle of the game. Oh, his great feet. Oh, I tell you what, I think that's a free kick. I think he's gave it against Damari Gray. Don't know whether it'll go to VAR, but he's gave it against Damari Gray. As he does, Damari Gray does a step over, goes the other way. Does he get caught? Let's have a look here. Does he get caught? Nah, Fabinho's not even stuck his foot out. Slightly, but not. I don't think it's a free kick. Doesn't need to dive, does he? Doesn't need to dive. Leon Bailey's got hurt, concussion, I think. Hopefully he stays on. Hopefully he stays on. Home Alone is my favourite one. Home Alone is incredible. With my daughters, I used to watch it every Christmas Eve. Every Christmas Eve. My son's not really into it yet, but he will be. Trust me, he'll be into Home Alone. Fran, must cherry pick one Liverpool, one Everton to cement the current Arsenal team in the top four. But you must part with two of Arsenal's first team regulars. Who's in, who's out? One Liverpool to cement a top four place. Got to think hard, because the obvious ones you're thinking, right, Van Dijk. So, Van Dijk for White. Definite. Was solid there. Then one Everton player. Ooh. Oh, it could be two. Oh, could be three. Oh, wait there. We lack goals. Then again, most people would say Salah, but you've got to create for him. You've got to create for him. So I'm not sure, even though the obvious one would be Salah. You've got to create for him. What do Arsenal need? You know what? No, I'm going to change. I would go for, because we need midfielders. So I would go for Thiago for Liverpool. And I would go for Damari Gray. I'd go Thiago and Damari Gray. No. Thiago and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. That's what I'd go for. And I'd get rid of Lacazette. And I would get rid of... who would I get rid of in midfield? Because we ain't got much strength. Maitland-Niles. So I'd get rid of. Elf, what a film. Elf is unbelievable, innit? Elf is unbelievable. Silva scored. So Silva scored a goal. Apparently it's a top goal. Free kick. Is it a free kick? No, another corner to Liverpool. Since they took the two goal lead, it becomes a little bit too easy. They took the foot off the gas. And Everton got in, but I still think Liverpool will win this probably 2-3. Well, 3 or 4. Offside. What are we on? 47. So it's going to be half time, people. It's been a very, very good half of football. Very, very good half of football. Very good half. Fran, was Dubai expensive to live? Yes. Yeah. It's the reason we came back. You have to work. Depending on what you do out there, but we went out there, was in real estate, and without sounding, without giving it large portions, obviously being a footballer, then being an agent and working in schools as well at the time, never really had to wait there. And behind, oof, the Corres got a chance. Oh, I've always liked my freedom. So even when at times being broke, I'm not one that worries, because I like freedom more. I like money, but I like freedom more than money, as in like to do my own thing. So if it's earn less, but that I can work my own hours or do my own thing, then I'd rather do that than be a slave to the money. I'd just rather do that. I've just realized that over time. So it's the first time I really went into a proper job where you've got to work like, 12, 13 hours, which sounds really weird, but I've never really had to do that before. And I did it and I just thought, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm just working to get money to pay for certain things, but I have no time to enjoy life. I can't, or family or my wife or my children. So I just said no. That's why we came back. But it's expensive to live there, 100%. 100% it's expensive to live there. And if you want to live there, and if you work wise, you have to work a lot of hours to sustain the lifestyle. So even if you don't want to, go out, everything's expensive. You can get around it, but still, I would say if I was to give you a figure, for example, if you had one child and you wanted a 2-bed apartment in an most areas are nearly every area is good, but one of the expat areas, for example, and drive a modest car, 60,000 English a year, and that's tax free. 50 to 60,000 English a year, tax free, is a normal life there. Now the pay's good, things are good out there. However, you have to work a lot. So, but if you've got a business out there, or there's a lot of crypto people out there now, because it's tax free, you can get residency, buy a place and go from there. So, we don't know what's going to happen in the future where it comes to that. But yeah, it's an unbelievable place though. I'm not gonna deny it. It's worth. I've never been or seen or a place like it. It's just an unbelievable place. Your wives can walk streets at night, no worries. It's one of the safest places on the planet. It's just crazy. Dubai is cheap for food but very expensive lodging. Can you imagine what sort of income must be maintained to live there? Well, it depends what food you want, because if you want to eat proper food, like normal food, like me, for example, vegetarian stuff, veg and things like that, because it's all imported, grapes are £4 English. So it's expensive. Franny, get back from work and was watching the Wolves and Burnley game. I absolutely hate how Burnley play, but that's how they stay up. Yeah, it's terrible football. Imagine being a Burnley fan. Like, imagine that. I can't wait to see Chris Wood flick it on and someone try and shoot. Like, it's terrible. Setta's put, Fran, tomorrow your team is going to slap my United team. I don't have hope. Oh, there you go. Seto thinks that Arsenal are going to beat United tomorrow. Like that. Boyton, I'm definitely going to fight Fran about the Maitland-Niles thing, even if the kid will get sold in a season or two. Yeah, listen, I think he's bang average. Don't think he's good at all. But, each to their own. Like I say, opinions. Bernardo Silva volleyed a goal. Aston Villa are done. Yeah, City, a different league, mate. Fran, is it true Lacazette verbally has agreed to join? I don't know. You'll never know that, really. Papers will have their thing, but for me, he needs to go. It's time for him to go. I seen that thing as well, that Nketiah turned another contract down. Why are we trying to force to keep Nketiah? Like, am I missing something here? He keeps turning deals down, like. It's like you turning down the sickest looking... No, not sickest, that's the wrong word to say. It's like you turning down the best looking girl you've ever had the opportunity to get with and keep turning her down. I think he's cheeky. I think he's rude. Red wine in Dubai. Poof, listen, a pint is £10 if you drink beer. A single whiskey is £12. A glass of wine is £10. Now you can get one of your friends who has a liquor license to go to the hypermarket, because you can't buy alcohol. You can't buy alcohol in the street, like from a shop. You have to have a license. So you have to, get a friend who's got a license or whatever. And it's not hard to get a license to buy alcohol if you drink alcohol, to go out there. But the nightclubs, the bars, the restaurants, the hotels where it's all popping, the drinks are expensive. So what they do, that's why they do the brunch on a Sunday. So for like 2 hours, you pay like 50 quid, cheaper ones, 100 quid for the other ones, and you get free food and free alcohol for 3 hours on a Fridays and Saturdays. And then they do all that kind of stuff. So I don't very, 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 very rarely drink. My wife, and I don't party no more. I did enough of that when I was a footballer. So for us, we didn't really do that. So we saved a lot of money by not doing those kind of things. Because if you do those things in Dubai, if you live there and you're always drinking or you're always going out, you'd have to earn 100k a year, 100% to 100%. You'd have to earn 100k a year. Setters put, how did Messi win the Ballon d'Or, not Lewandowski? He had more goals than him and won the Bundesliga. Messi earned the Copa America and wasn't even leading the score for it. That's why, because we've always said that. Everyone's always said he needed the trophy, international, and he's now got it. So he was always going to win it. I don't complain. I get the Lewandowski one, but Messi is the greatest player we've seen. Dubai is, hot in the summer though. What happens if the AC fails? Listen, if your AC fails in Dubai, you're done. It's like 48, 50 degrees. Like, you just sweat as soon as you walk out. Best months are November to April. Beautiful. Dubai is just a glorified desert. It is safe because you go to prison for 10 years for pretty much anything. There is crime. There is crime. There is a lot of crime, white collar crime behind the scenes. But as for safety, it's just unbelievable. And the stories that you hear outside of Dubai do scare people. But when you're there, it's nothing like what people say. Nothing like, the parties and the brunches and all that. It's crazy stuff. That's why all the footballers go there. That's because, footballers only go where it's big time partying. It's an incredible city. Like, it's just mad. It's mad because my wife's favourite car is Rolls Royce Ghost. So obviously in England, you don't really see a lot of them, or Lamborghini Huracans, Bugattis, etc. You go over there and they're everywhere. And it got to the point where she was like, "Oh, I'm not sure that it's my favourite car no more," because you see them every 2 minutes. It's just glam and glitz, and kids can just. It's unbelievable for kids. Everyone's friendly towards kids. When we moved back to England, my son said to me, "Daddy, why don't people say hello to me or smile back like they do in Dubai?" And I was trying to explain, and he didn't understand it. He didn't understand why people weren't friendly back in the UK. Yet in Dubai, everyone seemed to smile and be happy and help him. So I have to explain when he gets a little bit older. Fran, we're going to have to start keeping score of all the players you've been mean to. First Pepe, Maitland-Niles and Tavares. I'm not mean, I'm just real. Like, people get hyped on players too easy. Like, way too easy. And then they forget about it. And then next week they say, "Oh, he's finished." It just makes me laugh. Arsenal are pathetic, Robert is saying. You're paying sin tax on that booze in Dubai. Surely that's probably it, yeah. And they have to import nearly everything. Their veg, everything's nearly imported. Prefer Oman to Dubai. Oman's very nice. Obviously nowhere near as the rules are very different in Oman than Dubai. Also Abu Dhabi. Because it's cheaper thing to be resigning in Ketty and probably give him that Ollie, you will play, to then flog him. It's got to go. It's got to go. Just get rid. Just say, "We're not giving you a new deal. See you later." Yeah, not for you, Chris, mate. If you like your alcohol, if anyone likes alcohol, cost you a fortune. The desert's incredible. the quad biking on the desert. I like nature and things like that, so we went out. And by the way, the desert is 10 minutes from the Burj Khalifa, the skyscrapers. 10 minutes, just inland. 10 minutes, like it's literally 10 minutes to get to the desert. Where camels and things like that. You can go on quads in the desert. It's just unbelievable. Arsenal might be the prettiest girl, but she don't have the curves. Curves is, how can I put it, dangerous. You have to stay away from them. That's what gets you the wandering eye. Jamaica needs to try and call up Gray. It would be big. Listen, I don't understand why a lot of the English players who obviously have Jamaican heritage, they kind of wait. I don't know if Gray's been involved in England. I don't think he has, but they kind of wait until they get this really old in football terms, rather than just saying, listen, the way the England team works, the politics involved in the England team, you know what, I might as well get on the international boat from my heritage and play more that way, because we'd have a great team. Jamaica would if these players would do that, you know. Now Mace is another one. Mace could play for Jamaica. His dad's Jamaican heritage. Mace could play for Jamaica. You know, probably 25 now, 26. Is he going to get in the England squad? He might have a couple of good seasons, but you know, is he going to get in the England squad now? Maybe, but you know, get on the plane, try and qualify and get to a World Cup. You may never do it for England, you know. I was happy anybody, but Pumpdowski won it. Bundesliga means nothing, I'm sorry. Listen, you can't take it away from, obviously, what he's done. He's a superb player. Fran, how do you think the Qatar World Cup will turn out? Supposedly it's illegal to drink alcohol. So it's illegal to drink alcohol in any one of those countries unless you're in licensed premises. Now, Dubai has exceptions. In Dubai, you can drink alcohol in licensed premises. In Saudi, you can't. In Abu Dhabi, you can, but it has to be in licensed premises. Now, with Qatar, they are going to have fan camps where you can drink alcohol. However, you can't be walking around with your top off and women wearing hardly anything and, you know, rowdiness and throwing bottles and all that. You're going jail. Which I actually, by the way, I like society to be like that. I don't like society where there's thugs and people are throwing bottles around and it's like a bunch of animals, like a zoo. Like if you go to any games in England when there's trouble, it's like a zoo. It's like a bunch of infants have been given alcohol. Like well, I actually like the way Dubai is and things like that. I don't believe in certain human rights, etc. They don't believe in the way that we live. They think the way that we live is disgusting, and we don't agree with the way that they live. But as a family man, and as having children, and not being a rowdy person, and conducting myself in the right way, I actually like the way that is. I like that we don't see drunks. I like that I don't see girls now that I'm older with next to nothing on, with the boobs out and all that stuff. I don't like that now that I'm older. So I actually prefer that way of life, if I'm honest. And they cannot get their head around how a woman can walk down the street with her boobs out and her skirt halfway up. They think this. They cannot get their head around it. How that's allowed. It's mad. When you're in Dubai, you will be very hard pressed to complain about anything other than the heat. Beautiful city they built there, and they're adding some crazier hotels than ever. Yeah, listen, it has its pros and it has some cons. You know, some cons are expensive to live. Can sometimes feel a little bit eerie at times. Like you don't hear police sirens and things like that. Very rare. And you do miss your home comforts. Like I missed the mist. I missed autumn. I love autumn. Little things like that. But, you know, if you could travel back and forth, the only problem is you couldn't really travel because of COVID. But if you could, back and forth, then it's a great place to maybe have a summer home or a winter home or things like that, you know? Newcastle got a red card and could have beat Norwich. I'm right in saying they're getting relegated. A little bit too early. Most teams that are bottom at Christmas do get relegated, though. So, you know, I hope they don't, because you know, I got a soft spot for Newcastle. I loved Ginola, Les Ferdinand, Tino Asprilla. You know, I loved that era of Newcastle. They were so good in the Premier League. Anton's put Nuno is better than Roberto Carlos. Definitely mocking. Definitely mocking. He's definitely mocking. Let's get France 100 likes. What are we on, people? I've not even checked. Are we on 100 likes? What are we on? What are we on? Let's get to 100 likes. That 100 like, you know what the algorithm's like. Yeah, you know what this YouTube algorithm's like. You know, on my other Green Mind channel that I do, I hash, but I don't search titles. I don't worry about titles or nothing like that. I'm just gonna let it grow organically, and what will be will be. With this, you have to put a lot more, you know, content into the descriptions and things like that to get it noticed. But the other one, listen, it grows when it grows. You know, it's like I say, I see people who are absolutely clueless with 100,000 subscribers. Must have been on it for hundreds of years, though. Must have been on it for hundreds of years. Anton's definitely mocking. You're mocking. You're mocking. Tavares is, come on. You're mocking me now. Come on, you're trying to wind me up. Dress code in Dubai is very good for young adults. Yeah, man, suave. Suave. If England haven't called up you by 23, then just forget it and play for your other nationality. 100%. If you ain't got called up by 23, 24, go and play for another country that you can play for and get some status. Become a hero. Become an icon in that country. You know? When I was supposed to go and play for Jamaica, well, for the training camp that we have in the summer. Oh, Rondon's in. Oh, great defending from Van Dijk. Townsend clips it in. Oof, into goalkeeper's hands. We started second half, by the way, people. 20 seconds in. When I was supposed to go to the camp to play, I could not wait to try and get in the Reggae Boys, but it got blocked. But what an unbelievable experience that would have been. JA would probably call him up and bench him. Oh, I can imagine. The Emirates will bend whatever rules they need to have a good World Cup. This is their advert for the world, for the next economic plan. Lots more vacations gonna be stopping there. 100%. Listen, you're never going to see the side that people highlight. Like you don't see the side of England that is terrible. I suppose if someone's not from England, all they see about England is London and Manchester, you know, and the crimes mentioned, but hardly ever mentioned. Now, oh wow, Salah's just twisted up Alan. So, you know, countries hide. I mean, you know, that side of the world hide a lot, but they're going to protect their image. They have to protect their image. Every country does. Thiago Silva, nearly a 3. Robertson, Townsend, Thiago, he's overcooked it. No, he's not. He's cut back. Alan, Townsend, can't get out. Thiago blocks it, goal kick, unless it's staying in. This could stay in, yeah. Thiago cannot believe the amount of free kicks that the ref gives against him. Are you planning to check out the expo? If I was still there, I would have checked it out. I'm not going back anytime soon. No, I will be going back, but not yet. Not yet. You did not seriously complain about not hearing enough police signs. Listen, I didn't complain. Okay, I didn't complain about that, but I said to the wife, it's a little bit scary because it's too silent at night. Trent Alexander-Arnold on the break into Mane, could be free. Oh, what a block from Godfrey. Unbelievable block. Unbelievable block from Godfrey. That's the problem what Everton have got. If it ever breaks down, Liverpool will just... The referee's not a fan of Thiago, by the way, and you can tell already. The referee's giving Everton everything. Someone's just clobbered Thiago around the head, not gave it. Don't think he likes Thiago, the ref. And it's funny how people wait, because refs subconsciously dislike players in a subconscious, just like we subconsciously dislike people or whatever. And we don't actually know that we're doing it. It's a subconscious mind. So they're biased towards people, as we are towards players or teams. It's a subconscious thing. We're not aware we're doing it until we educate ourselves. But yeah, it was so silent. And we're not used to it because we're from the city. And sirens every 2 minutes where we used to live. Even though in England, like sirens literally, because we lived on a road where I think where all the police had to go down, it was just sirens every 2 minutes. So we're used to sirens. So I used to say to my wife, like, look, we've been here months and we've not even heard a siren. Like it was crazy. Camel spires in Dubai. Listen, you very, very rarely see anything because it's that hot. You don't really see anything. You see the odd cockroach, depending on where you live, and you see the odd little mini lizard. But other than that, you don't see nothing. No snakes, no spiders, nothing at all. Not even in the so-called winter, which it is now over there, because it's like 26, 27. Jota's on the attack now. Into Mane. Back to Henderson, out to Thiago. Robertson on the overlap. He's going to come back inside. Skips back to Henderson. Henderson's first touch. He wanted it to be a little bit better. Trent. Everton have been very, very good since they scored the goal. Thiago. Oh, wow. Thiago's gone for a little scoop over, but it's too tight. It's too tight. Do you vote, Fran? No. No. Is that not out? Trent, interesting. Oh, my light's gone off. Wait there, people. My light's gone off. He's charging. I think we're back. Gray scoops it. Oh! Matip has nearly put it in his own net, but if he does not get ahead, Richarlison was just going to head it in. Matip gets a touch, just goes over. All of a sudden, the momentum changed. Since Liverpool scored their second goal, the momentum changed into Everton. And the game should have been out of the way. Should have been gone. Townsend crosses it in. Van Dijk. Coleman puts it back in. Dealt with. Robertson clears it. Ooh, Jota to Salah. Oh, if they had a better first touch, they was in. If they had a better first touch, they were in. Big let off again for Everton. Salah outside to Henderson. Henderson's been all over the shop. Salah, edge of the box, goes to volley. Must be over because Pickford's not moved. Must have been over because Pickford has not moved. Score update. Let me have a look, people. 2-2. Southampton 1-1. Chelsea, Watford 1-1. Brighton and West Ham. That's in the 96th minute. Man City 2-1 now against Villa. Who has scored for Villa? Ollie Watkins has scored for Villa. Who scored for Brighton? West Ham, Brighton, full-time. Mopé scored in the 89th minute. Wow. Mopé, 89th minute. 52 minutes here, people. There's more goals in this game. Definitely more goals in this game. Henderson into Jota. Has a little touch. It is a free kick, I think, Godfrey. I don't think he's touched it. Let's have a look. Does he touch it? Yeah, it's a free kick. It's a free kick. A little bit late. It's a free kick. You're always going to get that. You're always going to get that. You're always going to get that. Edge of the box, Trent Alexander-Arnold. West Ham 1-1. If it stays, Fran, the Arsenal should get confident for 4th place tomorrow. Interesting, isn't it? It's very. If you'd have said to me this time now that we had a chance to be in 4th place the first week in December, probably wouldn't have believed you. I probably would not have believed you, to be honest. That 10-game unbeaten, it really, really put us in a good position. I just don't think people are confident because we think that everyone else will start to get a rhythm. But that may never happen. I remember when Leicester won the league, when everyone was saying, oh, they'll fall off, everyone will catch up with them. And they just kept going and going and going because it's a momentum thing. So will that be the case with Arsenal? Will Arsenal, do okay or not win against the top four, but then do okay against everyone else? If that's the case, then you're going to do better than the rest of them, and you may get in the top four at the end of the season, which would be unbelievable achievement. Marco saying, hi, Fran, what's your score prediction for tomorrow? I have said United 2-1. Just simply on the fact that I think that they'll turn up, and I think they'll Thiago nearly hits it from the edge of the box. I just think the middle of the park, if they play Matic again, maybe a Van der Beek or Fred or McTominay with Bruno Fernandes, I just think they'll be maybe too strong in midfield. That's my only reason, and midfield is normally where the game's won. Sports Genius Fran, I think we will win tomorrow. Man United have been awful. Listen, I hope we do. I really, really hope we do. A lot of people are saying a draw. I would take a draw right now. I think a lot of people would be happy with a draw. That's not a bad result. Listen, we do okay against Man United. And we've done okay against better Man United teams. Let's not forget that, So, we'll see. We will see. On laptop now, no like or dislike buttons on mobile. Don't understand why. I know there's a dislike button, but you can't see it now. YouTube have changed it. YouTube have changed, so the creator gets notified when there's a dislike, but you can see likes. I think it's a good little knack. Because it can make people make decisions when they see dislikes. And also people can put dislikes over just being just being... How can I put it? Hatred's not the right word, because sometimes if you don't like it, you have the opinion to put it. It kind of stops sabotaging people's progress. Maybe I should say that. It's probably the better way of putting it. To be honest, I missed a great trade, honestly, today earlier. I got stopped out on a trade, very, very small account. Got stopped out I'm learning my strategy. I got stopped out on this trade, and it literally dropped all the way back down to the range. Never came back up to get another entry. Now it's at the bottom of the range. Talk about Bitcoin, by the way. And will it bounce back up? If it doesn't, it's going to lose this level. Could get back down to, is 53 the bottom? If you're into crypto, go and check out Crypto Faith, the other channel. If you're into self-development and you just like little bits and bobs in how to improve on everyday life, check out Green Mind with a Y, people, with a Y. We've got a nice little community building there, a nice little community. Might do a live stream with a nice cup of tea this week as well. Handball. No, he's not going to give it. Everton just need to get another opportunity before Liverpool do. And this game will be very, very interesting. It's mad, isn't it? Everton have been absolutely awful this season. Awful in the first half. Liverpool bossing everyone. And, Liverpool and Everton turn up a little bit after the goal. After they go 2-0 down. They needed to because they were getting battered. But I just don't think they've got... I think the quality comes through in the end, people. I really, really do think the quality comes through in the end. Oof, Mane. Oof, to Thiago. Rondon. Stretching his hamstring. He's done, yeah, he's done. Rondon's done. Looks like he's done his hamstring. Someone's jumping up and cheering that he's gone off his own fans. He's not fit though, is he? Now he's definitely not fit. That's for sure. Definitely not fit. He's not bad. Anthony Gordon is very, very lively, by the way. Henry, 32 goals, 28 assists. Nedved, 14 goals, 7 assists. Henry was robbed for the Ballon d'Or. Listen, there's always going to be politics involved, as you know, everything. I don't think no one can deny Messi what he's won. But some would question, obviously, should he deserved it. But it's that international trophy that's probably snuck it this year. I said we would finish around 8th place, especially after the way we started. But I'm a bit more hopeful that we can do better now. Like I say, originally I said 10th. I did change it to 8th once we settled in the season. And I'd be delighted if we finish 6th and above. I really would. I'd be absolutely delighted. Yes, we finished 8th and above. I mean, 6th or above. Fran, have you ever done your hamstring? I've got an hamstring injury now. When I was playing, I think I only did it once, which is surprising because I was a sprinter. Very flexible right there. Corner to Liverpool in Alexander Trent. Ooh, it's a corner. Van Dijk was, you know what? Keane's done well there because Van Dijk is going to... It is a push, actually. He's gave him a tiny little nudge in the back, but the ref's not seen it. Yeah, I've done my hamstring now. So the other week I was playing for Vets, thought I was 21 again. Got the ball on the halfway line, megged the player, sprinted, got into the 18-yard box, outside of the right foot, delivered the ball, hamstring, ping. Robertson, corner, Van Dijk. Oh, again, Keane's in there. No, Matip. Keane was in there, still not gone out. Keane's done well. Another corner. Yeah, so hamstrings pop now. I think it's a bad one as well because I tried to do yoga the other day and it hurt. So, yeah, I think it's a bad one. Maybe after Christmas, maybe a 6 or 7 weeker. And I don't like playing in the cold, so it could be... Pickford goes to punch the ball all the time like he's Mayweather settings. Then he really goes for it and sometimes he misses it. Oh, he's in. Good Gordon. Anthony Gordon's in. It's a free kick or he's dived. Let's have a free kick or a dive. Let's have a look. Is it... You know what I love? Well, I don't love. I think it's embarrassing. Has it touched him? It's not touched him. I don't think he's touched him. It's not touched him. What I don't get is, when that happens, why don't... If VAR are looking at it, why don't VAR say, no, that's not a foul? Because if they score from this, what is VAR for? I don't understand because that's clearly not a foul. It's clearly not a foul. So, and the VAR are watching it. So why don't VAR say, no, it's a blatant dive? I don't understand the rule of when they can and can't use VAR because if they score from this then what's the point in having VAR? Just don't get it. Yeah, what I was going to say, when players dive and they hold the part of the body to try and convince the ref that they've been kicked and it's not even the part of the body. Townsend, yeah, and justice is served. Yeah, it shouldn't have never been a free kick. So if they don't get touched and they grab the ankle, or the ball hits them in the shoulder and they grab the face, I think it's pathetic. I think it's pathetic. They need slapping. I shouldn't say that. Oh, Salah's off. Salah gone past Coleman. Coleman's got a little bit of space, but Salah keeps going. Oh, Salah scored. He's crept it in. You can't let Salah have that much space. Wow. You make a mistake against Liverpool and they'll score. It's as simple as that. You make a mistake against Liverpool and they will score. Let's get rid of that. They will score, people. You make a mistake against Liverpool and they will score. Salah comes from the Everton corner. Everton corner goes back to Coleman. Coleman, changes his mind. And I tell you what. Coleman is running without the ball. Salah is running with the ball. And Salah still manages to get away from him and sneaks it in. I think Pickford's got to do better than that. He's gone down in installments, Pickford. I know it's in slow motion and he looks like it, but he looks like he's gone down in installments. But Salah's shown him a clean set of heels then. And Coleman couldn't catch him up. Salah put the afterburners on and he was gone. Yeah, Brazilians are unbelievable at that, aren't they? Rolling down. Remember when Rivaldo, I remember the World Cup, he was at the corner flag and someone kicked the ball at him and it hit him in the thigh and he grabbed his face and was rolling around on the floor. I was like, what is he doing? Salah again. Can't give him a chance. Cannot give him a chance. His goal records is unbelievable. He's one of the best we've ever seen in the Premier League. Fran, if Arsenal get top 4, will you have a clean shave? Yeah, 100%. I go through stages. Sometimes I shave it off. Sometimes I don't. It's cold now. There ain't no way I'm shaving this off in the winter. It's cold now. But in the summer I might take this off and you'll be like, wait a minute. Does it even look like Fran? I'll take it down gradually so it doesn't shock you. But yeah, because it does get a bit annoying. And obviously, I have to keep dyeing it and things like that because there's way too much grey going on. So, yeah, I'll probably shave it before then, to be honest. Probably take it a lot lower before then. Every so often, you need to freshen up the place. That's for sure. But if they do, yeah, we could do it live stream with the Clippers. Yeah, Craig, you did say Arsenal 3-1. If Salah keeps performing like this for a couple of years more, he will be Henry category. Listen, if he keeps scoring goals like this, he's going to be untouchable. No one's going to be near him when it comes to scoring goals. Not only does he score goals, he's a proper baller. He's not like he can play foot. He's a proper baller. Like 1-2s gets the ball. He's phenomenal. I can't believe how good he is, to be honest. He's the Premier League's best player at the minute. And probably last season as well, isn't he? He's outstanding. If you could bring back one legend to our current squad, yeah, listen, you know that already, Ollie, don't you? You know that already. Thierry Henry. You know that. Thiago, we said 4-5-1, didn't we? We said 4-5-1. Just trying to look for something here. No, I can't find it. I'm trying to look for the squad when we played Arsenal. Can't remember who was in the team. I know Sol Campbell and Martin Keown played that day. Jermaine Pennant, Franny Jeffers. I think Ali Dyer played as well. I'm not sure who else played. Gramondi. Trying Trying to look for the squad, but I can't find it. Oh, Henderson. Oof, they're all over the shop. They're all over the shop. Look at this little Megs. See ya. Anton's put, who, if you could bring a Tottenham legend back, who would it be? Tottenham legend. Remember Vinnie Samways? Oh, Ginola. I love Ginola. Probably Jurgen Klinsmann, goal scorer. But Ginola, I know Les Ferdinand, so I can't say Les. Ginola or Jurgen Klinsmann. Yeah, players. Did you play against Ashley Cole? I don't think Ashley Cole was playing then. It was Volt. Was there Moritz Volts was left back? Did he go to Fulham? Volts was his name? Was it Volts? I'm sure his name. I'm sure he played that then. Yeah, I can't remember exactly. Maurice Volts? I can't remember. Gaza, wow. Gaza, what a player. Paul Gascoigne, people. What a player. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Gaza. Oh, there. Unbelievable. Adebayo. 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 Adebayo was one of those where I thought he did so well, but it kind of, how can I put it? It kind of ruined him, didn't it? By the way that he left. It ruined him. Do you know what I mean? I'll tell you who did play that day. Edu played. Edu played that day. Remember that. Who else played that day? Laurent played that day. Ray Parler. Quite a few played that day, I think. Just looking now, there's some... Quite a few played that day, actually. Keown. Yeah, it's Volts. Senderos. Cliche. Some players played in that day. I remember I got the ball. I remember getting the ball, turning, putting it through Keown's legs. He said, the next time you do that, I'm going to go down your Achilles. Next time I got it, guess what he did? He went straight down my Achilles. Straight down my Achilles, he did. Trying to get a picture for you. There you are. See if we can use this one. This one might work. Just found one. Just found one. See if I can upload this. It might let me. Craig's got to go. He's on the night shift. Okay, mate. See you tomorrow. You take care. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Glenn Oddle. Oh, all these players. Unbelievable. Pat Jennings. Crazy players. It's gone really little bit dead now, to be honest. Oh, VAR with Keown. Listen, VAR with Keown would... He would not be happy, would he? I can tell you that. He would not be happy. He would not be happy. Here we are. Here we are. There's me. Chasing Big Soul. I just found this one on there. There's a few others. I'll try and get them. There's me chasing Big Soul Campbell. Got the Henry boots on. Look, I've got the Henry Mercurials on there. There's me, people. There is me chasing Big Soul Campbell. Decent. I have to find some more pictures because I don't know where they are. I've got one when John Terry twisted me up as well. Well, tried to snap me in half. Nice. Where are we? Where's the... There we are. 75 on the clock, people. Yeah, he should be chasing me, I know. He should be chasing me. One of them he is. I wonder if there's another one. I think one of them he is chasing me. I've got another one that's when he was at Spurs as well. So when he was at Spurs, he played against us then as well. This one's funny. I'll take a picture of this one. This one, you'll love this one. This one is who I played with. This one is history settings, but not a lot of people remember this guy. But see if I can get it up. I know he should be chasing me. He really should. Oh, someone's been arrested, as they do. This one here. Hey, this one here. All right. Can you guess who this person is? Can you guess who this person is? Look carefully. Who you think could it be? Who do you think that could be? This is in the same game when we played Arsenal. Who do you think that could be? Have a look carefully, people. There's a connection with Arsenal. Come on. Who's that? There's a connection with Arsenal, but he played for us. He played for us for about a season. Who do you think this is, people? Come on, I'm waiting. Who do you think this is? I think someone might get it because he looks bang on his brother. And Arsenal fans should know who it is. He looks bang on his brother. 77, still 3-1. Liverpool just doing the thing now, easing the game. Marco, bang on. This is Carnou's brother. So this was Carnou's brother. So Carlo's at Arsenal. This is Carnou's brother. And he used to come, and Carnou used to come to the games and all. So that's his brother. Crazy kid. Just chilling. Lived with Carnou. Used to travel every day from London. Oh, Jota's just skipped past. Oh, what a goal from Jota. What a goal from Jota. As we're talking about Carnou, what a goal from Jota, people. I tell you what, they are magnificent going forward, aren't they? We've got to change the score again. I did tell you this was going to be one of those where we're going to have to change the score a lot. It's a superb finish into the roof of the net. I thought Benitez was clapping then. Superb finish. He could be getting the sack, mate. This is painful. This is painful. Simple. Milner puts it out to Robertson. Robertson comes inside to Jota. Jota skips past Alan. Alan can't move and he rifles it into the top of the net. He doesn't want to go across the goalkeeper because it's too obvious. That is a very, very good finish, people. An excellent, excellent finish. From that angle, the finish is top. The finish is top draw. Top draw. Hit the like button, people. Southern Exposure says hit the like. That's a top finish. I tell you what, though. I tell you what. Is he diving again? That kid's diving again. Has he dived? Maybe he's dived. I'm not sure. Well, Van Dijk's got a booking. Maybe it weren't. Maybe he did catch him, but what a performance. We said 4 or 5, didn't we, people? We're bang on. We said 4 or 5. That's exactly what we've got. 4 or 5. Oh, what a waste from Everton. All that. What a waste. Carnu was a bad player. Carnu, listen, mate. When he scored that goal from nearly the touchline, Carnu, and then all of a sudden, he just stopped. Just chilled and just stopped. He had some skills, mate. Liverpool going to start turning a whole lot of neutral fans into Liverpool fans. I was a Liverpool fan before I was Arsenal when I was a kid. You know when you're a kid, you're Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, Newcastle, whoever's winning. At one stage, I think it was Blackburn when they won the Premier League when you're a kid. But then it was Ian Wright that cemented it. It was Ian Wright that cemented it. Took the crown. He took it from John Barnes. Why did that image of Carnu's brother have a box over his groin with the word "enlarge"? Listen, they've got things all over them, so you can't take pictures. You can't steal the pictures, haven't they? That's what they've got. Ambul, he's looking for Ambul. Oh, he's in. Salah's in here. Salah's in. Oh, skips. Goes back stick. Oh, I thought Mane was going to overhead kick it. He wanted to overhead kick it, but he couldn't. Robertson. Mane. He's desperate. Oh, goes for a little Ronaldinho around the corner. Oh, and tries it again, and he's ran out of play. Let's have a look. Has he unballed it? Jota's saying unball. It is an unball, but has he meant it? Is it unnatural? Is it unnatural? I'm not sure whether it's unnatural, people. I mean, Henderson's going off, but his finish was superb. Wasn't Henderson's finish superb? It was superb. Magnificent finish. Boy said, laugh at. I was a Man United fan for a year before I even seen a game of English football. I had a friend in my youth who would always have pretended to be the class of 92. Yeah, listen, I think everyone loved Man United. My first proper video, my football video that I got for Christmas to learn from players was a Ryan Giggs video and a Pele video. And the Ryan Giggs video was telling you how to do a trick. And I'm right-footed. But I could only do these tricks with my left foot after watching this video because I kept practicing in the garden. And I kept practicing heading off this Pele video. And I could never figure it out. I was the worst header ever. Like, I think I scored 2 headers in my whole professional career. One was from a yard out. One was some 18-yard box, the luckiest thing I've ever done in my life. But the Pele video, but the Giggs video, I loved it. He wore the classic Reeboks that what Bergkamp was wearing as well. Hi, friend. Let's hope this form continues for Everton and Arteta can break Benitez. Listen, if we don't beat Everton, then there's a problem because they're poor. They are poor. They are very poor. 7 minutes left, 4-1. We said 3 or 4-1, didn't we, people? Just too strong. Liverpool, too strong going forward. Way too strong. What's that Tosin coming on? Was his name? Remember, I even forgot he was still at Everton, to be honest. Milner. Jota's after that hat-trick, mate. Jota is after that hat-trick. Oh, just slipped. Just slipped over. Duncan Ferguson will be the manager against us. Calvert-Lewin's still injured, yeah? Still injured. Stadium is always empty, Sky are saying. Is it on Sky? Is it on Sky as well as Amazon Prime? Or I don't know why this week's on Amazon Prime. To be honest, maybe just some deal that they've got going. I thought Henderson was outstanding in this game. Oh, the studio, obviously. Who's on the studio tonight? Salah's got man of the match. I actually thought Henderson was man of the match, especially first half. He was outstanding, outstanding. His work rate just allowed Thiago to bop the ball around, but I can see why Salah's got it. Salah, Jota was outstanding as well, absolutely outstanding. Anton's put Calvert-Lewin's been searching for his bag. He lost it. Yeah, fair play to him though. Fair play to him. He's got some funky style. I can tell you that. So fair play to him for, expressing himself and allowing and being who he wants to be. So a big shout out to him. You know what people are like though. People hammer that kind of stuff. Hey, people hammer different, don't they? People hammer stuff like that because they're fearful themselves. But yeah, I bet he's got a few little bags going on. You know what these like, man bags. Oh, Jota. Jota just leaves it. Has Jota got... No, Jota's only got one. I thought he had two. It's Salah who's got two, hasn't he? So Salah will be looking for the hat-trick. I thought Jota was looking for the hat-trick. It's Salah who's got two, isn't it? And Henderson has the other one. To be honest, Boy 10, I think he just grew into it. He grew into what type of player he was at Chelsea and Kevin De Bruyne. They got written off quite quickly, didn't they? They just needed to go and play football. They're the biggest two, for me, they're the biggest two regrets from when it comes to Chelsea. The two, arguably probably the two best players when they're on form in the Premier League. Both Chelsea had them and let them go. But players do have to go to develop and find themselves. And Salah was one of them. Just needed to find it. But to be fair to him, he's come back to England where a lot of people would have probably written him off, and he's just destroyed it. He makes it look like a playground at times. He really now don't get me wrong. The way Liverpool play, the setup, the system, the way that they play, the philosophy is perfect for him. Salah could move to another club and not touch the ball. Look at Coutinho. Coutinho's not just turned bad; it's just not worked out for him. Because of the system, because of the way they play, because of where he will and won't receive the ball. Coutinho's mashed up the Premier League like it was, again, playground stuff, and then goes to Barca and can't quite do it, So football's very complicated of why people hit form and don't hit form. Very, very complicated. Last minute, people. Last minute. Game's gone quite quick. Game has gone quick. Very, very quick. Did Chelsea finish a draw? So I know it got delayed. Oh, Trent. Oh, a little diag to Robertson. What I love about him is both fullbacks get high. You know how normally you would have in when I was playing a lot of football. In fact, most fullbacks just stood where they were and wanted the wingers to do the work for them. Mane will be not happy that he's not got on the... Oh, Salah goes for a little back heel, right? And normally it was like one presses on and the other one comes around and makes a free. Now it's like both push on. You've got a holding midfielder. He can do the work from side to side if it breaks down. And you've got one fullback switching it to the other fullbacks. I'm not going to say that, Chris, but yeah, Chelsea won 2-1. They probably needed that. They needed that win. So Man City have won, Chelsea have won, and Liverpool have won. So it'd be good if we do get a win tomorrow. I can tell you that. Very good. Oof. Great interception. Positioning from Trent there. Great interception. Minamino's on now, who's started to get a little bit of game time for Liverpool now in some games. He's coming on towards the end. He's looking lively. They've got high hopes for Minamino. They've got some good kids coming through, haven't they? To see the game out now. 3 minutes of time left, people. Milner, free kick. Decore still chasing around. At the end of the day, it's just not been good enough. The quality's just not been there. Benitez needs to do. Maybe these players don't click. You know, Benitez, a lot of people were asking about Benitez. Are his tactics gone? Has he not developed as a manager? Has he continued to believe that he doesn't have to learn? Because we should always be learning, because the game changes. If you don't learn, you get left behind. Technology, the workplace, relationship, yourself. You don't continue the work, you're going to get left behind. As crazy as it may sound, move worlds very quickly. Football is the same. These players, the mindset of players now is very different from 10 years ago. The mindset of players now, a new generation, don't respond to the way Benitez was 10 years ago. Just don't respond that way. Mindset's different. So, you know, will he get the sack? Will they sack him? I can understand why they went for him, but in hindsight, it's a bad move. It's not really going to work for you, is it? It's a bad move in hindsight, isn't it? It's a bad move. Minamino got loaned out to Fulham for a season, even though he's not a young un. Reckon the same approach we need for Pepe, put him somewhere where he can learn the league without the Arsenal fans. See, the problem is, Pepe's not going to go Championship, so he needs to go. Obviously, don't think Fulham were in the Championship then. He needs to go on loan to another club, but will he do that, or will he want to go abroad? Will he do that? Imagine loaning your record signing out. Can you imagine? Can you imagine loaning your record signing out? There you go, people, all over. Very, very good performance from Liverpool. Front foot, top performance. Really, really was. What more can you say, people? Professional performance all round. Another defeat for Rafa. He's got to obviously talk to the press. It's not going to be good for him. The fans do not want him around. And Everton showing a little bit of a spell when they went 2-0 down. They're showing a little bit of guile, a little bit of guts, but it ain't happening for him at the minute. It's not happening for him at the minute. What has happened from the start that they had at the beginning of the season? I'm not sure what has happened. I'm really, really not sure. But listen, we don't care. Let's be honest. We don't care. It doesn't look like it's great in the Everton camp. It really, really doesn't. So As always, people, great stream, great questions, good community. I hope tomorrow we get what we want. As Anton's saying, dominant performance from Liverpool. Very true. So let's see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow, is it going to be an exciting one, or is it going to be a frustrating evening for us? I'm not sure whether we'll do a daily vibe tomorrow, but we'll see. We never know. Let's see what happens tomorrow morning. I'm going to shoot off now. As always, love you and leave you. God bless. Look after yourselves. Look after your families. And I will see you all tomorrow. You take care.